Hey, what the heck is wrong with this cooking of yours, huh? I mean, you trying to get me sick or something? You can't expect me to eat this, right?
What are you mad about this time, Tom? What's the matter with the food that I made you?
What's wrong with it? About the fact that you're just serving me leftovers from last night. That's what's wrong. You really are such a lazy woman, do you know that? What is your deal?
Tom, I think that you'll just have to settle for eating leftovers today. I didn't have to wake up early and make you something fresh this morning, so that's what we have to eat. I mean, I thought that you hated when I pack you things that I've defrosted, right? So that's why I didn't do that and gave you leftovers of the dinner that I made the other night instead.
I don't think that's an excuse at all. You really think that you can just feed me slop like this?
I don't know what you want me to say. That's what was available for me to pack you for lunch, so that's what you're having. Do you have any idea how much work it is to pack your lunches for you every single day?
You really are a pain in my neck sometimes, you know that? I mean, do you really not know how to pack something as simple as a lunch? The least that you could have done is made me something fresh to enjoy. I know that you can make things quickly, so don't try and tell me that it's too hard.
If you think that making fresh lunches every single morning is so easy, you are welcome to make your own then. But I am sick and tired of hearing you complain about my cooking all the time.
Well, I only complain about your cooking because I know that even I could do better than this. But your cooking, it's just pathetic.
I guess I'm sorry that you didn't like what I packed you for lunch then, Tom.
I mean, really, you should have just tossed out all the leftovers that we had after dinner last night and made me something from scratch this morning.
You really think that I can just make a whole new fresh meal just like it's nothing every single morning? You think I want to spend the precious time that I have in the morning to get ready making a big mess in the kitchen that I'll have to clean up?
Oh, please, it's not that big of a deal. Besides, if you really wanted to, you could just clean it all up in the evening when you get back from work.
So you want me to clean up the kitchen only to have to immediately get it dirty again for dinner? Do you think it's easy being the only one that does any cooking at all around here? And it really doesn't help that if I'm late in making you anything, then you start yelling at me for being too slow.
Well, that's because it's called dinner time, for a reason. You ought to be serving the food on time, and you can always just clean up what you used to make dinner once we're finished eating. Honestly, why do I even have to explain all of this to you? Can't you just use your head a little?
Oh, I was just about to say the exact same thing to you, actually, Tom. And the reason I don't want to do that is because I hardly have any time to myself at night to begin with. You realize that I don't just do all the cooking, but I do all the cleaning and laundry around here too, right?
And you're just as terrible at doing that. I mean, anyone else would be able to do a much better job of taking care of the house than you could.
And just what is that supposed to mean? You're talking all of this talk, but you've never done any work around the house.
I bet that other families never, ever have to put up with this kind of nonsense from the women in them. I mean, really, I bet every other wife in the world is a good, obedient woman who knows how to properly take care of her man. And man, am I jealous of men who have wives that know how to cook. I wish that could be my life.
Tom, how can you say that? Do you really think that I just have nothing better to do than wait on you hand and foot? You know that I have a job, right? I am literally the head nurse at the hospital that I work at.
That's exactly what the problem is. You're so focused on your work that you're forgetting your wifely duties to your husband. You're always using being a nurse as an excuse. I thought being married meant that you would be taking care of me. But instead, you're always talking about how you have to help the sick and injured. Ah! And that's to say nothing of our poor daughter who barely has her mother in her life.
What is that supposed to mean? Do you really think that Isabel barely has a mother in me?
I'm just saying that a good mother would be able to make a good home-cooked meal for every single meal of the day for her family. She'd be making delicious dinner, baking brownies, feeding her husband and kids snacks all the time.
Tom, can you honestly name a single family that actually works that way? I mean, I think that you're just making things up in your head because I've seen other families cooking, and I don't think that I'm that bad.
You really don't know what you're talking about at all. All I know is that I feel so sorry for our poor daughter who has to put up with your awful cooking. She even said as much about it to me.
Wait a second. You're really telling me that our daughter said she didn't like my cooking?
Of course! And she would know since you pack her lunch for her every single day as well. But you know that all the kids always make fun of her for what she brings to eat, right? And you know how cruel kids her age can be, don't ya? Do you get what you're putting your daughter through?
Well, Isabel has never said anything to me at all. You're the only one who complains about this.
I'm sure that she doesn't because she's just trying to be nice to you. But she complains to me about you all the time.
Well, great then. If that's the case, then you two can cook for yourselves. And then you can just cook whatever you want to eat instead.
You really think that's gonna solve things? You still don't get how this is all your fault. Honestly, what kind of mother are you?
Just do whatever you want, Tom. I mean, I just don't have the energy to deal with this anymore.
You really just don't know anything at all. I'm just trying to point out that you're the one in the wrong here, and you can't handle the criticism. I knew that you were useless, but this really is just too much. I mean, how are you such a horrible cook?
What do you want this time? What is this all about?
What do you think this is about? It's about the awful slop that you're always trying to push on me. I mean, why are you incapable of cooking anything better than this? Honestly, it's like you don't even want me to enjoy my lunch at all.
What could possibly be wrong with your lunch this time? What is wrong with it, huh?
Well, first of all, it just looks horrible. There's no care into the plating or presentation at all. And that's enough to make me not want to eat it. Not only that, but these eggs just look horribly overcooked. Do you really expect me to eat this and not puke?
So you're complaining about the way the food looks? Have you even taken a bite of it at all?
I don't have to take a bite to know how bad this is gonna be for me. I just know that it's gonna be absolutely disgusting. I'm embarrassed to have even brought this into work with me.
Well, I hope that you're happy with all that you've said because now you've gone and made Isabel cry.
What are you talking about? Why in the world would the things that I've been saying to you be making our daughter cry? That don't make any sense at all.
It would be making our daughter cry because she was the one who made it for you. Do you get it now? I didn't cook your lunch. It was your own daughter who got up early in the morning and thought it would be nice to make you something good to take to lunch.
But I mean, I don't get it. Why would she do that? Why would Isabel do something like that? It's always you who makes the lunches. So why did she do it this time?
Well, apparently there are quite a few kids at her school who are getting into cooking right now. So I thought that it would be fun to try her hand at it and make you something to take for lunch. After all, it's not like you would ever cook something for yourself, and I was sick of your complaining about my cooking, so I left it to her.
But why didn't you tell me this? I should have known about this. Why didn't you say to me that Isabel made my lunch today? I would never have said any of the things about her cooking if I'd known that it wasn't you who made it.
Actually, if you really want to know, it was Isabel who told me to keep it a secret from you. She said that she wanted it to be a surprise and that she wanted to know your reaction when you ate it.
You mean that our daughter was just trying to surprise me by making my lunch today?
That's right. In fact, she was going to text you after lunch to ask about how you enjoyed eating her cooking. But I doubt she ever thought that you would react the way that you did just now.
This can't be true. Why didn't you tell me any of this before? I have a right to know whose cooking it is that I'm eating.
I just told you that she asked me not to say anything at all. Besides, you were the one who didn't even bother trying the food in the first place. You just said that it looked so nasty that you knew it would taste just as bad, and then you threw it out.
But I only did that because I didn't know that Isabel made it. You should have told me about all of this beforehand.
Why should I have done that? What difference would it have made, really?
It would have made a difference to Isabel if I didn't say all those things about the food that she packed me for lunch.
Yes, that's true, but you're the one who said those things in the first place. After all, if it was really just my cooking that you didn't like, then you should have been able to tell the difference when someone else made you something to eat. But I think that this just proves you just have fun throwing away the food that I cook you and trying to put me down for it.
Well, that's not fair. You can't compare your cooking to Isabel's. She's just a girl and doesn't know how to cook in general. I mean, it's only natural that a little girl like her wouldn't be good at cooking at all.
Okay, so then basically you're saying that our daughter did a bad job with your lunch? At least now you're actually being honest about all of this, but if I can be frank with you, I thought that she did a great job with it. She even packed it with a bunch of things that she knew you would have enjoyed eating.
But, I mean, how did she even find out that I was saying all these things about her cooking in the first place? Why would you tell her all of that?
I didn't tell or show her anything. She was just so excited for your reaction when I said that you were talking about her cooking. She snatched my phone right out of my hands because she wanted to read what you were saying, and then she instantly burst into tears and ran into her room crying.
But that's not fair. This is just all one big mistake. Don't you get it? You tricked me. This isn't fair at all.
I really don't see how it would be a mistake at all. I mean, you said so yourself that you think a kid like Isabel is incapable of making something tasty for you. Of course, I never once thought about our daughter at all.
No. You did this on purpose. You knew that I would react this way. You were just trying to turn my own daughter against me. How could you do this to your family? You're sick.
Maybe you should stop trying to come up with excuses for why this happened and just apologize to her instead.
I've tried that. I've been sending her messages trying to explain that this is all one big mistake, and she isn't answering me at all. I think she might have me on mute. Or worse, what if this caused Isabel to block my number entirely?
Yeah, I mean, you really upset her with all these cruel things that you said, so I really wouldn't put that past her at all.
But this isn't fair. Why is she mad at me over this? I mean, I don't even know if it was really good or not, since I never really had a chance to taste it in the first place.
Well, then it sounds like the only person who made the mistake here is you. I mean, you didn't even bother tasting the food. You judged it entirely on how it looked, and then you threw it away without taking a single bite. If you're wondering why it is that our daughter might be mad at you, I suggest you think about all the actions you took prior to that happening.
But, I mean, what is she even mad about? Surely she must understand that this is all just one big misunderstanding, right? How can she blame me when I didn't even know she was the one who cooked it?
I think she blames you because she read the part where you just threw out all of the food that she worked so hard to cook for you without so much as even tasting it. She worked really, really hard on making something that she thought you would like, and you didn't even give it a shot at all. And you know how sensitive our sweet little girl is. You really, really hurt her feelings over this.
Oh, come on. I still think that she's taken this all way too far. I mean, I was only saying my opinion about it because I thought that you were the one that cooked it.
Well, that much is quite clear, but I really didn't think that she was expecting you to say all the horrible things about her cooking that you did. You really didn't have to go that far in all of the insults that you had ready to go about the food that you hadn't even and refused to taste. So it makes complete sense to me why Isabel would be so upset about the way you handled her hard work.
But, I mean, come on, you know that I would have never said what I did. I was tricked by you. Please, you have to give your phone to Isabel so that I can talk to her and explain what a mistake all of this is.
No, I don't think I'm going to do that, and I don't think Isabel wants that to happen either. I think talking to you and hearing all the excuses that you might come up with would only upset her more, to be perfectly honest with you.
Please, Mary. You have to do this for me. I'm her father. Just tell her that I'm gonna buy her favorite dessert on the way home and that I can't wait to see her and make up for this.
You really think that you're going to be getting out of this that easily?
Mary, are you there? Has Isabel finally come back home?
Oh yes, she's finally come back home and we're eating dinner right now.
Wait, you two are eating dinner right now? Isn't that a little early for you both?
Well, neither of us really felt like eating dinner with you at all.
You didn't want to eat dinner with me? I don't understand. This doesn't make any sense at all. Why wouldn't the two of you want to eat dinner with me?
Because we want to just have dinner, take a shower, and get ready for bed and not have to see you or talk to you for a single second right before we turn in for the night. Neither of us want anything to do with you at all. Don't you understand that already?
Oh, come on. Are you really trying to tell me that Isabel is still this upset over a few days ago? I mean, I know that she still has my number blocked, but I just want to talk to her. She can't ignore me like this forever.
And why shouldn't she? You were the one who thought that you could fix all of this by buying her some cupcakes.
But, I mean, I was only trying to make up with her. Is that really so bad? I know how much she likes the cupcakes from that one shop, and that's why I went there. But every night that I've come home, I see that they're still just sitting there, untouched in the fridge.
Oh, well, don't worry about them. We've eaten them all now. I was actually planning on throwing them all away, but Mary said that would be an insult to the bakers, and so we had them.
But then, if you ate the cupcakes, then that must mean that you forgive me for what I did, right?
You really think that you could just buy your way out of this? You didn't even tell her that you were sorry.
But that's not fair. She won't even talk to me. I doubt that she's even reading my messages at this point. I haven't even had the chance to tell her that I'm sorry.
We all live in the same house. There are ways that you can apologize to her, but you only want to do things your way. Honestly, you are just pathetic. Do you have any idea how disappointed your daughter is in you?
But how could this be happening? This isn't how things were supposed to go at all.
Well, it is how things went, and things went this way because of you. She worked so hard on that lunch and was so excited for you to try her cooking, only for you to throw it all away.
Why are you taking her side in this? Why don't you try and help me reach out to her? You could be doing more for me, you know.
Why should I bother doing anything for you at all? All you do is insult me, and now it's all come back to haunt you. You think that I'm going to raise a single finger for you at all?
Please. I'll do anything I can to fix this. I'm sorry that I don't know how, but I'll do anything. You want me to clean up around the house? Done. Cook the meals? You got it. I can't live like this any longer.
You would really do all of that? After that, Tom did as he promised and started to do all the chores around the house to try and make up for how he treated Isabel. He even stopped complaining about my cooking in an attempt to win me over to his side. But Isabel wouldn't budge and refused to talk to her father at all. She also never cooked for him again, but would surprise me with things that she had baked. Tom could only sit and watch as his daughter completely ignored him. After I thought he had suffered enough, I finally sat down to talk to Isabel about how hard Tom was working to try and make things up. She still didn't want to forgive him, but I suggest that we all seek professional help from a family counselor. There, we were able to vent our frustrations to Tom in a safe environment. While he was able to express just how crushed he was when he realized how badly he had hurt his daughter. Although Isabel and Tom are on better footing, I still am really only staying with my husband until our daughter becomes an adult. But at least until then, I'll always have the leverage to make Tom put in his fair share of effort around the house when he starts to get out of line. In the meantime, I just hope that Isabel is able to grow up with a better relationship with her father than had I not stepped in to help him. But personally, I'm ready to get on with my life without Tom around me anymore. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Tom, are you there? I was just curious if you were already on your way home. You said that you were going to be back earlier tonight, and I already made dinner. Are you still at the office right now?
Oh, hey Diane. Sorry about this, but I'm not going home tonight, got it?
What do you mean by that? What about dinner? You're not going to come home to eat?
No, and don't need or want to eat your cooking anyways. So you can go ahead and just eat by yourself.
Tom, why couldn't you have told me any of this earlier? It would have saved me a lot of time and effort.
Well, it's not my fault. I still have work that needs to be doing here, and so I can't leave.
So you really couldn't send me even a single text telling me that you were going to be coming home late?
No, shut up. Why are you always nagging me? So I forget to send you one little text and now all of a sudden I'm the villain here. Do you have any idea how hard I work to provide for you and I? All the sacrifices that I make?
I'm not trying to say that you don't work hard for us, Tom. I'm just saying that this is happening more and more frequently. And I just want you to be a little more careful in the future is all.
I know what I'm doing, thank you very much. In fact, the only reason I don't want to tell you anything is because I know how you'll get.
And just what is that supposed to mean?
I mean that anytime I make even the slightest mistake, you always just get all aggro and start coming after me. I mean, remember the other day when I wasn't going to go with you to the store? You practically cornered me asking where I was going instead. It's like I'm not allowed to have even a minute of time to myself.
I was only asking if you had any other place since it was both of our days off.
And I'm telling you that I just need a little bit of freedom and some breathing room. Is that really so bad? You don't know what it's like since you work a part-time job. You have plenty of free time.
Do you actually think I really have so much free time to do whatever I want?
I know that you have it a lot easier than I do, and that's a fact. You took the easy way out just being a housewife. Do you know that? Man, women have it so easy.
You know that I don't mind going out to find a full-time job if that's what you're trying to tell me.
And if you and I were both working full-time, then just who would be taking care of things at home, huh?
Well, there would certainly have to be some changes around here, but we would help each other out around the house with those kinds of things.
That's what I thought you were going to say, and that's why I decided to make you my housewife in the first place. Besides, even if you did get a job, it's not like you'd be able to make any more than me. So that's why it's just easy to have you staying in the house doing all of the cooking and cleaning and all of that.
But you do realize that between my part-time job and all the work that I do at home, that I'm also practically working full-time, right?
Oh my gosh, are you really going to draw a comparison? How about you try claiming that when you are actually keeping the house all clean? If you're so eager to work, then you can start by doing a better job around the house.
Okay, fine then. If that's what you want, then I should be able to do that.
Do what? Find a job or do a better job cleaning up around the house?
You know what? Never mind, it really doesn't even matter at this point. You mean you really think that I'm only useful as your housewife and only working part-time?
Let's be real, Diane. You're already in your mid-30s now. You really don't have much else going for you besides your ability to keep a house clean.
I see. And what would happen if I stopped being your useful little housewife, huh?
Oh, I think you can probably take a few guesses at what's in store for you if you do that. Once you're not able to serve me anymore, that's the day that you and I get a divorce.
Wow, you really just came out and said it, huh?
If you didn't want to hear the truth, then you shouldn't have asked in the first place. I'm tired from a long day of work, and I really don't need someone like you always getting on my back.
Hey, Tom, are you there? I was just curious about where you are right now.
Where do you think I am? I'm still at work, of course. Do you really need me to tell you this?
Well, it was just that I was just talking to the neighbors and they said that they happened to see you.
The neighbors said that they saw me? And just where did they happen to see me?
They said that they saw you in that new mall that opened up in the town over.
You do know that today is a weekday, don't you? Why in the world would I be at an outlet mall on a day when I have work? I think they just saw someone that looked like me.
Are you sure about that, Tom? Because they said the person that looked like you was walking, holding hands with another woman.
Well, that's just all the more proof that it isn't me, isn't it? If you really don't believe me, why not try giving my office a call? When you do that and realize that I've been telling you the truth this whole time, you're gonna have to be punished.
And just how or why should I be punished for checking in?
Oh, I still haven't thought of how exactly you would need to be punished, but just know that something is going to come. Probably a divorce.
Really? You'd really divorce me over doing just that? Do you really want to divorce me so badly?
I don't want to do anything, Diane. But you're the one acting up and forcing my hand when you do this. Besides, I know that thing that you fear the most is me leaving you, right?
And just what makes you think that's my greatest fear?
I mean, you're a woman in your mid-30s. Surely you know what a divorce at your age would do to your life, right? And you only work a part-time job with hardly any savings of your own to speak of. Do you really think that anyone is ever going to want to be with a washed-up old hag like you if we get a divorce? You were lucky when I came around in the first place. Do you know that?
Why do you always have to try and put me down like this, Tom? I really just don't see the point. And I still can't figure out what's changed with you. You never used to talk to me like this before.
Well, if you're upset about it, you should know that it's only because you've lost the charms that you used to. You used to be way prettier when we were younger. But I guess maybe all you had going for you really was youth, and maybe I'm just figuring that out now.
I really just don't understand what's gotten into you to act this way, Tom.
What are you talking about? Acting like what? I'm not acting like anything at all.
I just really don't know if I'm going to be able to keep living with you like this.
So then you're saying that you want to get a divorce? That's fine with me if that's what you want. You should know it isn't going to bother me at all.
If you don't like me anymore, then you can just come out and say it, Tom.
You really just don't get it, do you? We've been married for over 5 years now. This is so much more than just liking or not liking someone. This is about having a functioning relationship as a man and wife.
Well, I suppose at least now I can say that I understand your side of things.
But don't worry. I know that you're not actually strong enough to walk away from me. So maybe you should quit with all this attitude and just do as I say. If you don't, there'll be serious consequences for you. Got it? Hey Diane, are you there? You need to go out and get me a bunch more pajamas. What you brought me here is way too few. Honestly, what is the matter with you? It's like you're trying to sabotage me here. The doctor said that even with physical therapy, there's a chance I won't be able to use my left leg ever again.
So then that means that you'll pretty much have to spend the rest of your life in a wheelchair, right?
That is what it sounds like to me. But at least it's a good thing that I'll have you to do all the work that I can't do.
Does this mean that you still don't have any feeling in that leg of yours at all?
Yeah, I keep poking it, and I can barely feel anything at all. You must be feeling really, really bad for me, right? Then again, I guess it was me who should have been more careful in the first place. After all, I guess there are people out there who have it much more worse than I do when it comes to these kinds of things. By the way, I was just curious. Did I hear you and your mom laughing in the hallway the other day while I was there?
Oh, that, yes, actually, we were laughing. My mom just told me a really funny story that I hadn't heard. And we ended up laughing a bit in the hallway is all.
I see. So you two think that it's okay to tell your little jokes and laugh while I'm stuck in this hospital bed paralyzed? And then after that, did you end up going somewhere else with your mom? She probably told you off or something, didn't she?
No, she didn't have anything to tell me off about. But we did have a long talk, and she gave me some good advice.
I can't believe that I ended up married to such a useless woman. I just feel sorry for your parents who've had to deal with you for even longer. But it's just so terrible to know that even after all this time, I can't even rely on my wife to be there for me.
Tom, I don't really think that's fair. I want you to know that I'm going to try and be there for you as best as I can.
Oh, really? So, does this mean that you're finally going to do what I say when I say it? After all, I know that things look bad now, but if you just do what I say, we can get through this.
Well, that certainly does sound nice, but...
But nothing. That's my first order to you. I don't want to deal with your attitude anymore, do you understand? Also, I'm probably going to lose my job given the state that I'm in, which means that you'll have to start providing for the both of us. You'll be helping me out for the rest of your life. Diane, where are you? What are you doing right now?
What is it, Tom? What's the matter?
What's the matter? Is this supposed to be some kind of joke? Do you really not know what I'm going to say? Why aren't you coming to visit me in the hospital? If you don't come, I'm going to tell my mom that you're ignoring me. Now, hurry up and get over here with all those things that I told you that I needed over here.
I'm sorry, Tom, but I just don't think that I'm going to be able to do that for you. The truth is that your mom and I are on a vacation together right now. We're not going to be back until this weekend, actually.
Wait, what is that supposed to mean? You know I'm in the hospital right now, don't you?
Oh, of course we know that.
This has got to be some kind of joke, right? I mean, there's no way that my mom would go along with something like this. It can't be right. Why on earth would you two go and take a trip together while I'm stuck in the hospital like this?
Actually, if you really want to know, it was your mom who suggested that we do this trip in the first place.
My mom was the one who suggested that you two go and take this trip in the first place? But that doesn't make any sense. Why would she do that?
She said that she wanted to give me a reward for all my hard work. She told me that she knows how difficult it is putting up with you, and that she knows how hard I've been trying to keep up.
Oh, come on. There's no way that my mom would say that to you about me. You're lying to me and I know it.
It's really not a lie at all, Tom. Did you really think that your own mom doesn't know what kind of a man you are? She also knows all about the affairs you've been having behind my back.
Wait, what? What is that supposed to mean? What affairs?
I mean the fact that you've been cheating on me with someone from your office, right? In fact, you two were in the car, driving and fooling around when you got into the accident, right?
What in the world are you talking about? Have you hit your head or something? I really have no idea what any of this is about.
Ugh, come on, Tom. There's no use in lying at this point. I even have proof that you've been cheating on me. Remember when our neighbor said that they had seen you at the mall? Well, I was really trying to think about what actually might have happened. And then I thought about it and realized that you never used to work this kind of overtime. And that it was only recently that you started coming home so late. Then I started putting two and two together and decided that it would be best to hire a private investigator.
So then you just hired some guy to follow me around and write down my every move?
I know that you might think it was wrong of me, but then again, you were the one cheating and I think I had a right to know. So anyways, my PI got back to me and told me that he found proof that you were cheating on me. So, ever since then, I've just been getting things ready for our divorce. I just hope you know you can only blame yourself for this.
But this isn't fair. The accident and the affair had nothing to do with each other at all.
I'm not so sure about that. After all, I could hear it in your mom's voice how bad she felt for me.
When did you and Mom even talk about all of this?
Well, if you really want to know, when my mom came over and then she took me out, it was actually for lunch with your mom. She said she had something she wanted to tell us, and that's when she came clean about all of this. But I don't blame your mom. She clearly cares about you and didn't want to overstep, but it was also clear how much worried she was for me. And I told her all about some of the things that you said to me, and she was just shocked at how you treated me. In fact, you're the one always saying that you think your mom is going to chastise me for not listening to you, but How many times has she told you that you need to treat me better?
Oh, please. You just don't get it. My mom doesn't really care about you at all. She's just putting up a front to make you feel better is all.
Oh, really? Because that's not the impression I got while she was talking about how you were cheating on me. In fact, your mom was saying all about how you've always only ever thought about yourself.
How could she say that about her own son? What's the matter with her?
You know, I think that if I was in your mom's position, I would probably say the same thing, actually. After all, you've been horrible. You look down on me, insult me, cheat on me. Actually, do you want to know what your mom really told me? She told me she would understand if I didn't want to stick around to take care of you.
Hold on a second. Did she really say that? Doesn't she know that if you don't help me out, my life will practically be over?
Yes, I think we all know that. But I can't really think of one good reason you've given me to stay with you.
How can you say that? You're my wife, aren't you? Of course you're supposed to stay with me. It's till death do us part, right?
Oh, I think the love we had for each other died a long time ago. We've just been going through the motions for a while now. I was hoping that one day we would just naturally slip into finding ourselves as a happy family, but oh well. So you should know that when I get back from this trip, I'm going to start the divorce process.
So then, you are really just going to leave me when I'm at my absolute lowest?
There you again, talking to me as if you need me when you really just want someone to do work for you.
I knew that you had a couple of screws loose, but I didn't think that you'd actually be so cruel as to just abandon your husband like this.
You can say whatever you'd like, Tom, but the fact is that you've been nothing but disrespectful and dishonest with me. And the whole time that we've been married, I didn't think you said a single word of apology to me either.
Diane, please, think about what you're doing right now. I mean, we're still husband and wife. And who knows, I might even be able to keep my job after all of this. And when that happens, then you're really, really going to regret leaving me. Do you know that? And so I think that it's best if you just stay as my wife.
So you think I should just stay with you, hoping that you'll get better with no guarantee that you will? Because I was talking to the doctors and none of them are very hopeful for your recovery, you know? And I actually have some interviews lined up for full-time work for myself. Though if I get them, I certainly won't be wasting any time or energy on you. Even if I don't get those jobs, I'll still figure something out. I don't need you anymore.
Do you mean you really think that you'll be able to make it all alone in the real world? You have no idea what it's like out there at all.
I know plenty of divorced women who lead happy lives now that they're separated from their husbands.
I am telling you that it's not going to go well for you. You're going to fail. And then you're going to be poor and sad and lonely for the rest of your life.
I don't really need to be rich or anything like that at all. But as long as I'm not stuck with you for the rest of my life, that's all that really matters. So anyways, it sounds like you've got some serious thinking to do. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy this vacation. I'll see you when I get back for the divorce. After that, I enjoyed my vacation and did start the divorce process once I got back. Of course, Tom tried to fight the process everywhere he could. But with all the evidence of his affair, he was only delaying the inevitable. Apparently, not even his own mother went to go and visit him after we all got back. Meanwhile, rumors were spreading about Tom at his work because of his affair. In the end, they were both fired for it. I also sued them both for the affair and was given quite the payout for my troubles. I really have no idea what Tom is up to now. I made a point to try and block him on everything after the divorce, and I've never looked back since doing that. Now, working a full-time job, I'm concentrating on myself and rediscovering who I am. If I happen to find love on this journey of mine, then that would be just fine, but I'm not in any rush. For now, I'm just taking life one day at a time. I still keep in touch with Tom's mother now and then, but I insist she not tell me anything about that man at all. After all was said and done, however, I still felt like I wouldn't be able to move past what I had been through living in the same place. I've decided to pack up my life and move to a new town through a transfer program in my new company. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.